might have guessed by the cheer as he came to the ring that we now have the local boy, local hero, John Dignum, in the 75 kilo final from the Brentwood Youth Amateur Boxing Club here in Essex. He'll be in the red strip, the red corner, and he'll certainly have a support advantage, if you like, over James Seddon, another Liverpudlian from the Transport Club up in the northwest, whose first task, I would imagine, might be just to try and dampen down the crowd. Because with the fever pitch excitement of that last contest and now the home favourite, it's
number 9, an
him.
ABAE Elite National Championship final for 2011. This time at middleweight, under 75 kilograms. This is three-minute rounds between and introducing in the red corner and representing the Brentwood Youth Amateur Boxing Club, John Dignum. And in the blue corner from the Transport Amateur Boxing Club, James Seddon. Dignum in the red, Seddon in the blue. Your referee, Mr. Fred Davis. This is a middleweight championship final. It's three-minute rounds.
Seconds out, first round.
Well, this yet another title that's been won by some of the great names of British boxing down the years. John Conte, Alan Minter, Nigel Benn, Carl Froch, James De Gale, to name but a few who will be next in line. Dignum and Seddon certainly not in that company yet, but who knows what they have ahead in their boxing careers.
I'm sure they're looking to aspire to be amongst them names, and I'm sure again, I know I said it earlier on, getting to a prestigious ABA National Final is special in itself. As you said, John Dignum from Brentwood has certainly brought the support with him only down the road.
Well, Dignum, the southpaw, much the taller of the two, up against the short, stocky, powerfully built James Seddon. 30 years old, incidentally, Seddon, the elder statesman of tonight's finals night. He's almost in the veteran class when you consider that the teenagers have been taken over to this point.
It's interesting that Seddon looks nice and strong, looking to dictate the pace. And Dignum on the outside, looking to get off with that southpaw jab.
Well, it has been a good night for Liverpool so far, with 2 winners from the Salisbury club, so Seddon here looking for a little hat-trick for the Liverpool area at least. But there will be no more popular winner tonight than John Dignum if he can carry it off.
Good shot from him there, nice little left. As Seddon walked into it. Interestingly, Seddon's looking to counter punch.
Brentwood man. Just
Nice
looking for his openings, yeah. And that's what he's got to do, just work behind that jab.
He's got to use his height, but James Seddon, give him his due. He's trying to force the pace. Good right hand from him, got through there.
Well, already it's a very different contest from the one that went before. It's very hard for this not to be a kind of after the Lord Mayor's show. It was so much blood and guts, the previous final.
Dignum showing good southpaw skills there on the back foot.
Dignum was something of a star junior with his twin brother Danny.
Right, don't break the range yourself, make him break the range.
I suppose you'd have to say a surprise semi-final victory over Frank Buglioni, who's a one-time GB squad member.
Fantastic result that was, Phil.
Just easing himself into this contest, as you can see. Looks pretty composed, though, Dignum.
Yeah, I was just looking at him there, you know, for a young man on the big stage, you know, a lot of pressure.
Yeah, in front of your home crowd as well. It's just one extra responsibility, as if there's not enough.
But he's coping quite well. I think he edged that first round.
Dignum incidentally cites Joe Calzaghe as his inspiration for taking up boxing, and Calzaghe, well, he won this title at this division. It was his third title at his third different division in 1993, so you can bet that Dignum would love to follow in his footsteps.
Seddon going counter force to pace, but it's John Dignum with the scoring shots. Nice left hand from him now. Oh, he's looking to pick him off. Looks a powerful counter.
Well, he generally likes his body shots, does Seddon. I suppose with that kind of stature against taller men, you have to favour that mode of attack, but he prides himself on being a bit of a Ricky Hatton-style fighter, if you like.
I like the way James Seddon's gone about his work here tonight. He's really going for it. Occasionally turning southpaw himself. Just walking onto a little left hand. Interestingly, John Dignum, trained by Joe Taylor at the Brentwood Youth Club. Got a high hope for this young man.
Well, he's yet another of the junior champions from last year, now stepping up and showing that he can more than make the grade at this level.
He certainly can. He's also doing some work with a good friend of mine, former British and WBU champion Jason Rowland, down at the Noble Art Gym. So he's getting good advice all round. Again, showing quality shots.
Yeah, Seddon's going to have to draw on all his experience here, his many fights, to try and plot a way through the accomplished defences of John Dignum.
You've got to admire James Seddon though, he's really giving it his all. You know, big disadvantages in height. And again, as you said before, he's playing this, but he's man with a good right hand.
Yeah, good shots, which got through, and Dignum's going to be forced to take a standing count.
That's that endeavour, Phil. It's got Seddon there.
One or two in the crowd took exception to the perhaps premature celebration from Seddon as he landed that punch and the standing count that followed.
I said earlier, Phil, you can see James Seddon is physically very, very strong. And maybe he's going to try and old man him out of it, Dignum. But again, he comes back with his nice skills.
Yeah, and of course, as we move up through the weight division, 75 kilos now, all those punches just have a little bit more weight behind them, do a little bit more damage when they do land on target.
Dignum again showing nice skills.
Yeah, it's a game fight back.
Excellent second round.
Yet another enthralling final.
I'm so tired. Yeah, so well, suck it up, fill it up, you haven't got time to get tired.
Doing so well, but
yeah,
Seddon just clawing his way back in that second round.
Yeah, suck it up, fill it up. Yeah, water, fill it up. Yeah,
that's that endeavour I was saying about from Seddon, which forced the referee to give Dignum an 8 count.
He's clearly got the power, has James Seddon. It's a case of whether he can get close enough to make it tell.
Yeah, he's having to work twice as hard because of the height disadvantages.
Well, he boxed at 71 kilos last year, did James Seddon. He lost the regional final to the eventual national champion, Anthony Fowler. And on the advice of his coach, he's decided to step up to 75 kilos, and it looks like the step up suits him well. Who knows, he could be 3 minutes away from a national title. But that's exactly what John Dignum will be thinking too. Orthodox against Southpaw. Seddon in blue. Dignum, the local boy, the Essex boy in red. He won't have far to go home with the trophy if he can get the winner's trophy.
Showing good fleeting footwork on the outside. Young Dignum. This is good from the young man.
Seddon standing firm, forcing his man around the outside of the ring. He's one of those sort of pocket rocket type boxers, is James Seddon. Seems to be forever coming forward, coming at you. One whose batteries never seem to run down.
Even on the ropes, he's throwing punches.
Crowd beginning to turn up the volume again. It's 12 years, incidentally, 1999, since an Essex boxer won an ABA title.
Against the aggressive James Seddon marching forward.
Well, it's been Liverpool's night so far tonight. Dignum's got to be careful here. He doesn't get caught by one of those power shots from Seddon. Looks like he's got dynamite in his fists. Dignum's boxed a clever fight so far, but he has to keep his wits about him.
It's the strength from the older man. Let's get him through here. No, Seddon just showed a nice little feint before that last onslaught.
It's another bruising encounter, this one. Just wonder whether Dignum's beginning to run out of steam a little. Got to see it through if he can.
You've got to remember, he's very young.
Yeah, 19 years of age.
And when you're boxing a man who's got real brute strength, it's tough.
It's probably the biggest age gap we've had, actually. 11 years between them. 30-year-old has the 19-year-old, the teenager, on the ropes.
He's catching him clean his shots now.
Dignum's just got to hang in there. Seddon flailing away. Closing stages of the third round. ABA final, 75 kilos. James Seddon against John Dignum.
He's punching non-stop, Seddon. But Dignum's coming back.
I was going to say, he looks almost out on his feet, and somehow he forces his way forward.
What a great contest.
Finish. Well, the crowd are on their feet again. This time I think it's all good-natured, or mostly good-natured. One or two temperatures running high. But I'm amazed those two can both stand up at the end of that.
Tremendous final.
Cracking stuff at the end. It was just
There's that
punch
onslaught
for
from
punch.
Seddon.
Ladies and gents, to present trophies for this contest, I'd like to call upon the ABA Council member
Coming back at him.
and a man who played a big part in putting this show together today, Mr. Derek Rolton. Derek Rolton to the trophy table, please. Thank you.
Well, pick your winner from that.
And once again, ladies and gents, your appreciation, please, for both our finalists. Thank you. And the result of bout number 9, the winner, an Amateur Boxing Association of England Elite National Champion for 2011 at middleweight, with a score of 31 points to 26. Dignum in the red corner.
Did somebody say home winner? Somebody put the roof back on.
Tremendous contest. Both men were worthy champions, but slighter classy punches from young Dignum, I think, edged it for him. But James Seddon, what a credit he was. He made it a great final.
Yeah, disappointment etched across the Liverpudlian's face, but broad smiles and a wave to his fans from John Dignum. He has bridged that gap of a dozen years since the last Essex champion. There will be no prouder man in the county tonight. At the age of 19, still the youngsters continue to come good. John Dignum from the Brentwood Youth Amateur Boxing Club wins on the biggest night of his life in front of probably the biggest crowd he's boxed in front of, and many, many of them home fans who are really rooting for him. A lot of pressure on young shoulders. He's borne that pressure tremendously well, and his reward is an ABA title. Well done, young man.
Yeah, and I think our viewers will remember this young man. This is, again, another star for the future.
So here he is, come in a little bit closer if you will. John, very popular local winner. How proud must you be?
I'm very proud. I just wish I boxed a better fight. I made it hard for myself.
Well, it was a great...
Very good boy.
It was a great scrap. He's sitting down because I'm sure you're not that tired. Come and talk to us as well. You were up against it, against the local boy, weren't you? But you put up a hell of a fight.
I noticed the local support, like, yeah, just want to say nice one to everyone who come down for me. Appreciate that. And he deserves to win, he's a good kid.
So did you feel extra pressure going into this because you were the local boy? I think it's a long time since anybody from these parts won an ABA title.
It's been 12 years since the last person from Essex won it, and I was very nervous because I knew the boy, he was very strong. I watched videos of him, just knew he was a good boy. But
so first time in 12 years, but you'd like to make it a second next year, no doubt?
Yeah, I hope so, yeah.
Good. Well done to both you. Our two boxers. Give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.